Hello, just Gem here and welcome, or indeed welcome back to my channel. In celebration of Valentine's Day tomorrow, I have teamed up with the fabulous Nikki Lynn and we're doing a collab for Valentine's Day. Now, Nikki has already stated that she's going to be very much living her pink era this month, and for this video I'm very much along for the ride. We have decided that we are going to combine two palettes that feature some pink shades in them, two palettes that we both thoroughly enjoy: New Zealand Stargazing and Botanical from Beauty Bay. So you'd have thought I'd have mapped out a bit of an idea. I haven't. I've kind of swatched some of the shades that caught my eye from each palette, and we're just kind of gonna see where we go. Obviously they're not all pink, but I wanted some other variations in there just to get a more dimensional look, possibly. I don't know where I'm going yet, but it was Nikki's idea to pair two palettes together and to lean heavily into the pink, and I am all for it. So without further ado, let's get stuck into it. I've just got some foundation on and I've primed my eyes with my clear Gloss Gods eyeshadow base, and I think I might start with, let's try Sea Moss on my Refa 15 in the crease. It's quite peachy, but yeah, I quite like the shade Sea Moss. Nikki is awesome, by the way. I would imagine you already know who Nikki is, and you're probably already subscribed. If you're not, pause right now, go and look at Nikki's channel and subscribe. But I strongly suggest, you know, being people of good taste, that you have already checked out Nikki Lynn's channel and are already a subscriber. I just think that Nikki is a ray of sunshine. I love her energy, I love her positivity, I love her Mishmash Monday videos. I've almost been tempted to unashamedly steal that idea, but I'm boring. Generally, I pick a palette and I just use one palette. Boring, I know. But Nikki has encouraged me to consider using more than one palette, and I think it's quite fun. And is this the first time on my own channel I'm using two palettes? I think it is. And I quite enjoy the Botanical colour story. I think if you've watched me for any period of time now, you will know how I feel about New Zealand Stargazing already. I absolutely love it. It's definitely one of my favourite palettes in my collection. Would I say it's my absolute favourite? I don't know. I don't think I could ever pick a favourite. I think I'd really struggle to pick a favourite. But New Zealand Stargazing would be up there. So that was Sea Moss there, by the way. That was Sea Moss. I think I'm now going to go into New Zealand, and I'll use my Refa 14, and I'm going to go into Auckland Stardome, which is this beautiful pink shade right here. And I think, oh, that's such a pretty colour. Let me zoom you in a little bit. My camera seems to be really struggling to focus these days. There we go. Auckland Stardome, which I just, look at how beautiful. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm not a huge lover of pink. Like, every now and again there's a time and a place for pink, but it's not generally a shade that I gravitate to. But this pink Auckland Stardome is just, oh, there's something about it. I'm really curious to see what way Nikki goes, like if she sticks to a monochromatic pink look, which I'm tempted to. Oh, I love this pink. And New Zealand Stargazing has obviously got some lovely shifty shades in there. So I am thinking in the back of my mind how I can incorporate those. I'm debating whether or not I want to use that purple, or maybe I use the eggplant. Which purple should I use? But I kind of want it to be vibrant. Should we have a quick comparison? Oh, that's a lovely purple, that is. Oh, so that's Iraqi Mackenzie, and then this is eggplant. Two very different purple shades. Oh, they're both very pretty though. They look nice together. I'm going to go with eggplant. Because otherwise I think I might end up using loads of shades from New Zealand. Or should we see if I can go back and forth? So I've done Botanical, New Zealand, Botanical. So let's try do New Zealand next. But yeah, just little depth out here in the corner. Something I always find a bit interesting as well is when you're mixing palettes, do different formulas play ball? They seem to be playing ball so far. I don't know if is that a little patchy? I don't think that's anything a little extra building up wouldn't fix. It's almost shimmer time and I feel like I am spoilt for choice here. Trying to keep things even. And also, before I forget, at this point I think it's been a couple of weeks, but congratulations Nikki on getting married and becoming a stepmummy. Amazing new life chapter for you, and I'm really excited on your behalf. That's nice. That's nice. I do like how that's looking. And it's funny, I think lately I've not been convinced about how my mattes have been laying down, and I've felt that a lot of looks haven't come together, or I haven't really appreciated or liked a look until I've put the shimmers down. We're leaning into the pink shimmers, definitely. I really want to use the shade Canyon, but then these multi-chromes, oh, it's so hard. The only thing with using Canyon though is the shifts in the multi-chromes, like the shift is quite similar to the, I don't know if you can see that. That's Carina Nebula and that's Southern Cross, and that looks quite purple actually. And then that's Canyon. I might abandon Canyon just so I can use one of the multi-chromes. Does that really mean? But then I can use Savannah from, yeah, we'll use one of the, but which one? Southern Cross. Alright, bit of NYX glitter primer. And like, excuse my, I mean you can't see most of my hair because I've zoomed you in, but I'm about to go and do my hair. So I washed it last night and all I've got in there is a bit of leave-in conditioner. I can't put any more product in than that. I'm also glad that Nikki suggested using two palettes, because I always, especially something like New Zealand Stargazing, like any opportunity to use it I would love, but I don't want to go overboard using it because I love it so much, but I feel like I'm justified today. It makes sense. And I think I settled on Carina Nebula. I can't go wrong with any of these. This makes me happy. But yeah, when she said, if we're gonna do something for Valentine's Day, let's lean into the pinks, embrace those pinks. And it obviously had to be palettes that we had in common as well. Well, I say that, I didn't do that with Erica, did I? We just used the same brand. Oh, it's so pretty. I mean, I think this is probably more purple than pink. Oops. But would it be a gem look if I hadn't included a bit of purple in there? There we go. And then we're going to use Savannah. That looks almost silver. Definitely has some pink to it. Like, I know it's not pink, maybe, I don't know if it'll be washed out, but it looks more silver. It's probably because of the combination of mattes and shades I've already laid down. But the silver is definitely what's showing the most. I needn't have worried about whether or not the formulas would mesh. I'm not having any issues whatsoever. And I do think that's something that's possibly held me back a bit before, mixing formulas, because you just never know if they're going to behave. I'm cheating a little bit. I'm bringing a bit more pink back. I'm doing this a lot lately. I'm cheating, but I want it to be more pinky, so I'm kind of covering up Aoraki, I can't pronounce that, Aoraki Mackenzie, just so it looks, just so I got a bit more of a pink look, but I may well use that on my lower lid. Now I've gone back into Eggplant, I'm just tapping it right on that V, just to give the depth, but I still want that pink. Yeah, there we go. So underneath, maybe I'll use Eggplant and I'll soften it with Auckland Stardome. Okay, gonna put some concealer on and then come back to do my under eyes. Where's my untrusty under eye brush? Eggplant. See if I can focus Eggplant more towards the outside. Auckland Stardome. Yeah, there we go. And then for my inner corner, I settled on Lightning from Botanical. And that's Lightning right there. I don't know how this is going to look. I don't know. But Savannah's quite silvery, so I think Lightning could work. That's where we're going. I'm covering my entire face, I apologise. It's because I'm concentrating. I'm so curious what Nikki's gonna do. I really, really am. I wonder if she knows that I'm gonna find it difficult to stay away from the lovely purple shades that are also in these palettes. I'm going to finish off my entire face and then I'm going to come back and show you the finished look. I have zoomed you right in so that you can see the finished look. I mean, I don't know that I've stuck to the brief. I don't know how pink this is. I'm going to argue that purple is in fact a deep shade of pink. That's my argument and I'm sticking with it. Either way, I love how this has turned out. I think this is super, super pretty. Let me know what you think of this look, and if you think I can get away with saying it's a pink look. I'm not sure I can. And yet when I zoom you out, I'm going to have braided hair because I've run out of time to finish doing my outro. So when I zoom you out, I'm going to look totally different. See you shortly. As you can see, quite some time has now passed. I've effectively had a makeover since the beginning of this video. I've actually ripped my contact lenses out at this point because it's very late, but I just wanted you to see the finished face before I put my glasses on and run you through what is actually on the rest of my face. So I'm going to do that now, and then I might turn that light off because it might be a bit reflective with my glasses. Yeah, there we go. I've got screens everywhere. So what have I got on the rest of my face? The usual eye combo: Rimmel Thrill Seeker, Clinique eyeliner. Sound like a broken record, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This is the bronzer. I might as well just add this as like a project pan, but then having said that, maybe I should check if this is still available, because I don't necessarily want to blitz through this if I can't repurchase it. But yeah, this is my go-to bronzer these days, and I'll put that here just to remind me to check I can still purchase that. For blush, just hammering the Made by Mitchell curve case at the moment. I've gone in with Cowlick, which is this one here, and because I thought it would go well with the look, I have set Cowlick with Mulberry Muse, Trigwell Cosmetics. And then it's very subtle, or is it very subtle? I don't know. But I'd almost forgotten that I had this, but this is that Avatar The Last Airbender highlighter, which I really liked. So I thought I'd dig that out to whack that on my face today. And my lip combo is another lippy that I'm using a lot at the moment, the Say Lip Blur in the shade Modern. But just to mix it up a little bit, I've lined my lips with Prune from NYX. And I think that gives it a very different look than if I were to have lined it with a brown liner. And I think it just goes nicely with the eye look. But just to remind you again of the palettes that I've used, if I can open them both up and not make a mess, and not blind you at the same time with the mirrors. There we go. So these are the two palettes that I've used, and I've got to say they make very nice companion palettes. They definitely do. I might have to pull these out again and maybe dig out the greens from in here and the purples from in here, the pinky purples. That could be quite nice. Yeah, I think I will definitely pull these out again to use as companion palettes, and I've very much enjoyed this. I tried to make it pink, but the minute I put that little bit of purple to add some depth, it just kind of took over and it became a very purple look when it did start off looking quite pinky. So sorry Nikki for deviating a little bit from the brief, but I think you'll agree I got quite a pretty look out of it. So every cloud has a silver lining. Thank you so much to Nikki. I'm going to put my glasses back on because I can't see. Thank you again to Nikki Lynn for agreeing to collab with me on this Valentine's special. I've really enjoyed that. As I say, I'm a bit boring and I normally just pick a palette and stick to whatever colour story is in there. But I think I'm going to branch out a little bit and I'll incorporate 2 palettes going forward. 3 I think is a bit excessive, but pairing 2 palettes together I think could make for a winning combination. So definitely looking forward to doing that again. Don't forget to check out Nikki Lynn's channel. As I say, she's just amazing, she's fun, she's bubbly, loads of personality, a joy to watch. She really is. Like, Nikki's videos are a joy to watch. I love her creativity and her occasionally unique style of approaching palettes. It definitely gives me inspiration and food for thought. Food for thought. That's hard to say sometimes. When it comes to my own makeup style. Encourages me to step outside my comfort zone a little bit. Definitely recommend her Mishmash Monday videos. They're probably my favourites that she does. I really enjoy those. Yeah. So yeah, go check out Nikki Lynn. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and I also hope to see you again in a video in the not too distant future. Take care. Bye.